One of the, if not the best kept secret about eXp Realty just might be how many actual referral opportunities the brokerage is placing into the hands of our agents on a daily basis. Put it in perspective, just last year in 2024, eXp Realty sent out over 40,000 buyer and seller referrals, not leads. These were actual referrals that there was a connection established with someone ready, willing, and able, at least highly interested in buying or selling real estate. They place those in the hands of our agents. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how that works, how you can tap into the opportunity, as well as the next biggest opportunity that most agents within eXp are absolutely sleeping on today, but that's resulted in many of my partners closing 5, 10, or more transactions per year by tapping into it. If you're new to the channel, my name's Tyler Roicki. I run a real estate sales organization called The Herd, which spans over 300 agents in 34 states and 4 countries, and we're just getting started. I'm excited for the growth a lot of my partners are experiencing, and I hope that what I share in this video today on some level contributes to your growth and success as well. The first thing to understand is exactly what Referrals is, and that's eXp's buyer and seller referral engine. Referrals is the umbrella for multiple lead channels, all designed to match agents with motivated buyers and sellers in their local market area. And since launching it only about 4 years ago, it had grown from almost $250 million in closed volume year 1 to $633 million year 2, then over $1.1 billion in year 3, and over $1.5 billion year 4, which was last year in 2024. So over $1.5 billion of closed sales volume that eXp generated for our agents. So how are they doing that? Well, for one, you need a sizable staff team. Reality is eXp's staff team within Referrals is bigger than most other broker offices' entire staff by a multiple. Literally, last time I checked, there were over 60 staff members full-time on the Referrals team. If you think about it, if you're sending 40,000 referrals a year and growing out and making real conversations happen and connections happen for the agents on the other side, I mean, you need some manpower to help facilitate all that connections. You're constantly on calls with people looking to buy and sell real estate. So how do we even do that? Well, eXp has a variety of different lead channels. So for instance, I'll break it down. Relocation is one. That's your corporate relocation clients that an employer is moving from one market to another. We have our affinity division. It's similar, except the company's not moving the employee rather is choosing to move due to life circumstances. Maybe they're upsizing or downsizing, but these are employee benefits that they're effectively tapping into through their employer and the organization they're a part of. And then we have eXp Realty Rewards. This was once known as Bundle Select. This is a way that our agents can actually offer a benefits program to an employer, that will help their employees move. And there's actually a really big opportunity if an agent within eXp is able to make a successful introduction, because there's an ability to get paid out on referrals time and time again that come through that organization if that's a connection that was made through one of our agents. So that's a big opportunity. It's like a rewards program. Then there's military honors rewards. This is for military members. Probably needless to say, it's helping them save 20% or more when they buy or sell a property. Then we got institutional investor services. This works with institutions that own hundreds and sometimes thousands of doors that we're helping facilitate the purchase and sell of portions of their portfolio when they need to make something happen. And then we have express offers. This is a marketplace for iBuyers and institutional cash buyers that are wanting to offer on properties that meet their buy boxes. Sometimes there's leads that come in that they made an offer to and they weren't able to make a deal happen, but now they need to list their properties. So that's an opportunity there. And then we have REO, which is bank-owned properties that are assigned for someone to manage, and usually they're going to need to sell it at some point or another. But to put it more concisely, we've got employers, we've got banks, we've got institutional investors, and then we have a variety of different rewards programs designed to help people in different organizations buy and sell real estate. And there's a benefit to anyone who's a part of that. But for the agent, this is a way to make a lot of new connections through these bigger corporate relationships that the brokerage has, which as eXp is structured, it's different than any other brokerage out there that you're probably accustomed to in your local market, because unlike these other big brands that are bricks and mortar based, where each office is independently owned and operated and each office truly is its own brokerage within that brand, eXp, that's not the case. Not only is eXp its own brand, but it's literally one single brokerage within it. So we don't have these silos and hubs in these different markets. When you're a part of eXp, you're a part of the same exact brokerage as an agent in a completely different market that's with eXp. So that's part of how eXp is able to facilitate a lot of these connections, because from an employer standpoint, when they go through us, they don't got to coordinate with different brokers in different market areas. They're just dealing with a one point of contact who's able to help facilitate any connection they need across the map. They just got to connect with whoever the local agent is there. So how do you get these connections as a local agent? Well, there's a certification path. So each program requires live or on-demand certification depending on the program. Some of them are live, so you'll want to catch it in real time. But once you complete it, you're eligible to receive direct inbound referral opportunities through that program. And the way that looks is one day you'll get a call or text from an eXp Revenue staff team member. They're going to let you know what kind of opportunity they have, if it's a buyer or seller, and they can share any details they have with you, and you can decide if you want to accept it or not. They might be able to share insight on what the referral fee would look like. Fact is, it's going to vary depending on the program. Referral fees are as low as 15%, and they're as high as closer to 50%. That's the high side of it. And before you dismiss that, I want you to understand that one of the big aspects of how we get these opportunities is there's benefits through the program. There's savings, there's tax benefits for the employers. So, point is, anytime you're tapping into a rewards program or relocation, there's always something in it for those who are a part of that. So you can decide if you like that or not, because the alternative really is that you pay for your own business. You can pay up front to generate leads, and I think it's a good idea to have your own method of lead generation. This is just to supplement it, but point is, whenever you get one of these opportunities, it's nothing that you had to pay for up front. What I've come to find is it's incredible just how small a percentage of people actually get certified. It's not a massive percentage. In fact, it's incredible how many agents I speak with within eXp Realty who had no idea what Revenos is. They probably heard about it, got an email, they never looked into it, and they don't realize that they're missing out on potentially 5, 10, maybe even more referrals a year that they could otherwise be receiving. So that leads me to the one thing I wanted to mention, though, on top of the Revenos division, which is our agent-to-agent referral network. This is probably the most slept upon thing I see within eXp, because reality is there's a small fraction of the agents taking advantage of it, and everyone else seems to not even be aware that it's happening. But when you put 85,000 agents on a single platform across all these different markets, there's a tendency, especially amongst our most productive agents, that there's a lot of agent-to-agent referrals that get sent and received out. So literally I counted it up a couple years ago, and even a couple years ago it was about 100 a day that were getting sent out from one agent to another. It's a similar, if not more today. There's just a lot of opportunities coming through. How do you take advantage of that? It's important that you're tapped into that network. So we have a variety of different referral channels. We operate on Slack for internal communication, but there's a bunch of different channels. If you search referral, where agents are sending opportunities, they're posting about opportunities, and you want to be tapped into those different channels, if you will. So treat it like social media. That's always my recommendation. If you have team members who you're running with, especially if they're in other market areas, tag those teammates when opportunities pop up, especially if they're reliable and they're going to take care of an opportunity that's coming their way. Now, on the flip side, the goal with that is that you'll get some people that are helping you to see and recognize these opportunities in real time as they're coming in. So when you see one for your market, whether you're tagged or otherwise, if you see it in real time, speed to lead is absolutely everything. You want to call the referring agent immediately. Don't DM, don't text, literally hop on the phone and aim to make a great first impression. Be confident, ask smart questions, ask them about their client, the buyer, the seller, whatever connection they have. Ask them how they know how they're connected with that person, and ask them to tell you about, what it is they're needing. And if you get that opportunity, obviously get in touch with that client and set forth some next steps, but also update the referring agent after you establish a connection. And especially when the deal progresses, if you go under contract, get an offer accepted, get the listing online, whatever the case is, shoot them an update and let them know once you're in the process of closing. That way they can make sure that they have everything taken care of on their side of things for the referral, because they're going to be receiving a referral fee if that's what you two agreed upon. I'll leave y'all with this: what to do with this information I just shared. Well, one, if you're with eXp Realty, get your certifications knocked out. With the Revenos department, you can go to revenos.com, and if you click around, it will show you how to get certified in these different programs. If you're not with eXp Realty, my biggest question is, what is holding you back from plugging into a brokerage that's literally willing to hand opportunity to you in your lap if you're willing to do your part and get certified and be responsive when people are reaching out? And it's likely, if that's the case and you've watched this far, it's likely because you have unanswered questions, or there's some element of it that you don't yet fully understand. And I'll just say this: if that's where you're at, reach out and connect with me. Send me a text or email, get in touch somehow. I don't care, whether you gotta send me a DM on Instagram, Facebook, if you gotta send your pigeon carrier my way with a handwritten letter, whatever you gotta do, get in touch with me. Because I'm not just here on YouTube posting this, I'm literally one of the top 10 sponsors in the entire company for agents that I've personally brought into the organization and have helped build their production. So I'm literally one of the best in the world at it. And the fact that you landed on my video and you got this far with it, it tells me that you got some kind of value out of it. So there's probably some more value that I can share with you to help at least get you on the right track, make sure you have the right information. That way you can make a decision that's right for you in alignment with your goals, whatever that ends up being. So reach out and connect with me if that's where you're at. And also tap into our agent-to-agent referral network. There's no way you're going to do that unless you're on board with us here. So if you are, tap into that, check out Slack, make sure you're joining all the right channels, and see who else you can help that's a solid agent in the organization that you're connected with, that is going to really do a great job and take care of people. Figure out who else in different market areas is out there that you could connect with, and stop prospecting in a vacuum. If you're not already a part of something like what eXp has to offer, tap into it, especially if you're here already. There's no reason why you wouldn't. You're literally just leaving money on the table if you're not already tapping into these things. So, start receiving those opportunities. You're literally a few steps away from getting your classes knocked out, getting your certificates, and then going and hopping on our Slack right now and checking on a regular basis from here on out. So I hope that insight helped. If it did, make sure you drop your thumbs up, support the video, drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you, whether you're on board with us already or not. And if you're not, hey, like I said, connect with me. I'd love to know more about you, your business, your goals, and see how these opportunities might help to add the fuel to your fire that you need to take things to the next level. And just know, though, it's the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more where that comes from that actually will help you grow your business if you plug into it in the right way with what we bring to the table. So thank you for watching. I hope that this helped. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you on the next video.